my name is Haley Comet and welcome to my cosmic vanity of the internet where we discuss all things astrology. And yes, I'm out of the cosmic corner today doing something a little bit different, what I like to call astrology hot takes. Get ready with me. Germ. And before anyone comes for me, I never once said I was good at makeup. I'm much better at astrology than I am at makeup, but I do love watching Get Ready With Me. I feel like it is very calming. So I asked on Instagram and on YouTube, basically astrology hot takes or unpopular opinions. And I'm going to go through them, let you know if I agree, and we're just gonna have a little astrology chit chat and get ready. And please ignore this aggressively large iced coffee. I had never been to Dunkin' Donuts before and I had a free drink. So I was like, okay, if it's free, like give me the largest, but this is insane. This is larger than my head. I will not be listing any of the products I use, nor should you take this as makeup advice. I'm not good at makeup. I literally kind of got into it this year, as in doing more than mascara. And let me know if there's things that I could be doing better, because I'm sure there is many. And yes, I did wet my beauty blender, I promise. I am too messy and unorganized to be a Virgo. Okay, we need to stop with this Virgo, like, is always clean freak, drinking green juice, and that whole narrative, because it's simply not true. What I like to think about Virgos is like, Virgos is about habits, right? It's things that you do every single day. So you're just as likely to find a Virgo who like pounds a bottle of Jack Daniels every, afternoon than you are to find a Virgo who like drinks green juice. Basically, Virgos' habits define them. And you'll find many Virgos who, have addictive personalities. They are the opposite sign of Pisces and they're alike in that way. So we really need to stop thinking that Virgos are like these boring, clean freaks, because it's just not the case. And if you are a Virgo, the messiness and disorganization, the energy of Virgo has to do with the virgin, this desire for purity, to purify one's life. There's nothing wrong with being a messy, disorganized Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon and rising, and I am definitely not the most clean, organized person, but I do find that my mental space is a lot more calm when things are clean and organized. So yeah, you're not too messy or disorganized to be a Virgo. That's just like a boring way of describing Virgos. Libras are superficial and self-absorbed. Yeah, okay. I guess I see where you're coming from. I mean, here's the thing about Libra, and we don't have to judge them for this, but they are concerned with beauty and with image. And we can look at that and be like, okay, they are so superficial. Or we could just be like, well, damn, they have great sense of style. They're very beautiful and they are concerned with image. They want to look good with you. They want to look good themselves. So yeah, maybe some Libras might take that to the realm of superficiality. But they're Venus ruled. They're here to make the world a more beautiful place. As far as self-absorption, I wouldn't say so. With sun is ego, right? And I'm assuming this person's talking about Libra sun. So sun, ego, how we identify ourselves. So with it in Libra, it's like we do kind of identify with how other people see us. And some Libras take that to the side of like always being a really, really good friend, being really devoted to the partner, because they take relationships in their life very, very seriously. And maybe you could see that as self-absorption because they want to present themselves as really well, because they subconsciously will base their own self-value and ego off how it is that you perceive them. Just a hot take. Geminis are anxious, insecure, and tend to be fake and immature. Okay, so I'll take this piece by piece. So anxious, yes. I mean, when you're Mercury ruled, you're gonna have a really active mind that's really overthinking things. Insecure, I haven't personally noticed that with Geminis, and tend to be fake and immature. I find them very smart. Geminis are a really, really intelligent sign. I think they're a lot of fun, but I could totally see how from like your perspective, if you find an underdeveloped Gemini, that their desire for like playfulness and like new experiences could absolutely come across as immature. So I get that. Moon signs are more important than sun signs. It depends on your definition of importance. I think it's important to know in your intimate relationships what people's moon sign is, because like that's an area of life that they feel safe in. Sun is more easily to pick up on because it's like how we identify ourselves. It's like how our ego kind of shines. Whereas moon is something that people won't inherently pick up on about yourself. So I think moon sign is more important, like, to get to know about someone, because it'll signal how that person feels safe and secure within their own self. But I wouldn't say it's like more important unless you're like a Cancer rising, or you have a lot, you know, your moon is like your midheaven ruler, then yeah, your moon sign is going to be more important. But I think rising trumps all of those in terms of importance. Rising is a huge, huge part of astrology. And fun fact, you should always read your horoscope for your rising sign, because that is how astrologers write them, is for rising signs. Scorpios are scary. Yes, dude. If they're against you, if they are for you, they are the best friends. They are like the best people to have in your corner. If they're against you, they are scary. Like they're the Scorpion. They have a stinger. If you betray them, or they perceive a betrayal from you, whew, it is over. That freaking stinger will come out before you even know what is good. But the thing is, they use that stinger. If you're in their corner, they use that stinger to protect you from other people. Like, I'm a Pisces, and I really feel like Scorpios have a special soft part of their heart for Pisces, and that they just kind of like protect us. And if someone else is messing with me, like, I'm not the type to like want to go deal with it, but Scorpios are the type who's like, how dare they let me go defend your honor. Scorpios are scary, but that's only if they're against you, because it's kind of nice to have their scariness when they're for you, because they will attack. Like, they are so loyal and devoted that they will go after anyone who comes for you. But yeah, if you're on the other side, like, I've had Scorpios as besties, I've had Scorpios as enemies. Like, it's definitely scary. So it's definitely better to be for them than against them. Cancer's motives for being emotional caretakers can be a way to regulate our own emotions, because the heightened empathy or sensitivity, it can come from a selfish place. So yeah, this is an interesting one. So I find Cancers very, very generous, giving, and compassionate. I'm not knocking them for that at all, but we have to consider that that Geminis are a cardinal sign. They're a cardinal water sign. So when you have a cardinal sign, these are signs that are driven to take action. And within water, this is a sign who takes action based on their emotions. And I find that Cancers can really manipulate with their emotions. Like, for them, their emotions are like the biggest thing in the room. So like, they'll use that to like persuade people. They definitely act on their emotions, and they can use their emotions to get what they want. I definitely kind of can see that it comes from a selfish place, but then I also know Cancers, some Cancers who are like super, super generous and really giving. So I think Cancers like the feeling of being needed and being depended upon, and they like having someone who feels safe. So it's like, when someone needs you and they're depending on you for like caretaking, then you know they're not gonna leave you. Pisces aren't only angels. I've noticed a pattern on lying and half-truth with Pisces. Ooh, yes, yes. Yes, this is really important to know with Pisces. Pisces lie, because Pisces inhabit the world of fantasy. They're not super anchored in reality. So they can like believe their own lies to a point where it doesn't even feel like a lie, because they're like, the Pisces kind of relationship to reality is that they don't really like reality, and they constantly are viewing reality through the scope of their own emotions and their own fantasy and imagination. And like, so much of their life is played out in their head through like imagination. Pisces lie so much that they believe their own lies, and they don't think that they're lies. Basically, yeah, Pisces are gonna be lying to you, unfortunately. So you need to take it at that and be like, okay. I mean, I feel like a lot of the times the lies are harmless, and I think a lot of Pisces mature out of it. Like, I definitely had a lying problem when I was younger, and then I matured out of it, thank God, because lying is really stressful, and I don't know why I would put myself through that so often. But yeah, Pisces lie. They lie constantly, and they lie so much that they believe their own lies, because they live in a fantasy world, and they're like, well, what is reality anyway? You know, they're already not super anchored in reality, so they're already confused about it. And angel complex. Ooh, Pisces have an angel complex. Like, they think that, how dare people do this to me? Like, I'm such an angel. Hope you can still see me, but just want to get closer as we're going in for some eyeshadow. I'm feeling orangey today. I'm in an orange mood. So Pisces think they're these angels, and whenever someone does anything to them, they're like, how dare you? Like, I am such an angel. I am such a good person. Meanwhile, they can pull the most malicious things ever, and they feel justified in doing so, because they're like, well, you did this to me. And then they think that their emotions, like I said with water signs, the downside of it is that they can feel like their emotions are the biggest thing in the room, and that whatever, you know, you did to them justifies the means that they take within their own life, which is just simply not the case. And they turn around like, I'm such an angel. Why do people do this to me? It's like, because you were out there pulling sus, malicious stuff. Like I said, they live in fantasy. They have an angel complex, so they feel like, oh, why would people do this to me? I'm such a good person. But like, don't be fooled. Pisces see what you're doing. They're smarter than they let on. They just like to turn around like, oh, how dare you do this to me? I am such an angel. But Pisces, love y'all. Didn't mean to come that hard for you guys, but that Virgos only care about cleanliness. Yeah, what the hell? Okay, seriously, we need to rebrand Virgos because y'all are sleeping on them because you think that they're just these like routine, boring people. Like, they're really not. And not all of them are necessarily these clean individuals. Like, I've known some messy Virgos, and they are like, they're super giving. They have a great sense of humor. They're very sensual. Let me put on some chapstick because, oh my God, foundation. I'm sorry, y'all. You have to see me getting ready in the morning. Geminis, it's funny, there's like 2 in a row, and one is like, Geminis are nuts. They always have a secret crazy side. And the next one is like, Geminis aren't crazy. And that really encapsulates the spirit of Geminis, like the spirit of duality, of being able to be 2 things at once. Like, the best part of Geminis is that they are very playful and they are very intelligent. And some Geminis, especially if they have like, you know, Cancer in their chart or something very emotional, they can really swing from state, which gets them a rap for being, you know, nuts. I perceive Geminis as just a lot of fun. I think they have a great sense of humor. I think you need to have a good sense of humor to be a Gemini. You just need to laugh through life. Some can be nuts because they do have that 2 sides. So it's like when they're one thing and then they flip over to the next thing, it's like, okay, whoa, what happened here? My orange is looking really crazy, but just trust me, the vision is unfolding. Virgos are sexiest. Yeah, so that is an unpopular opinion, isn't it? You know, they are earth signs, so they are very sensual. I would definitely say a lot of Virgos do have, I don't want to say too much because I'm like new to this YouTube thing, and I know that they ding you for saying certain inappropriate words, so I don't want to get dinged necessarily, but they do have some intimacy hangups because, like I said, the energy of Virgo is very consumed in trying to find perfection and trying to purify. So sometimes Virgos can have some weird hangups in that particular area, whether they're really obsessive about it or they can go like forever without it, or they find it as dirty or gross in some way, but they are very sensual. I mean, sure. Virgo placements are not boring. A lot of Virgos came through for this. Okay, this part I need to focus, so hold on. Okay, sorry, I did my liquid eyeliner off camera because that takes a lot of focus, and even though I was focused and not doing the germ, I still messed it up, so that really shows as a testament to my makeup skills. I really love Virgos. I think they're so witty and smart, particularly the Virgo women. Men are a different freaking story, but I love the Virgo women. Capricorn suns are no/do-it-alls, but it's mainly because they're insecure. Oh man, you really had time today. A lot of Capricorns develop their capability and their kind of like self-reliance is because they've had to. Like, typically in childhood, like the Capricorns got this message that you need to take care of yourself and that no one's gonna take care of you. So they develop this complex of like needing to do it all for themselves and for others. And I think it can stem from this place of insecurity because a lot of Capricorns have this feeling that like they're only useful if they're helping other people or if they're the absolute best. So it's like they need to kind of prove their validation by being the best, basically. Libras males are crazy. The 2 I dated have scarred me. Yeah, Libra men are a trip. They definitely love beauty and they're very charming. And like I said with the cardinal signs, watch the cardinal signs because cardinal energy is about taking action and initiating. And like I said, with Cancers, they take action on emotion, so they can manipulate on emotion. And Libras can manipulate based on charm and charisma and other people's perception of them. So I've had weird experiences with Libras, dating Libras, where it was like who they were to me and who they were in the public were like 2 different freaking people. Like, they needed everyone else to see them as so perfect and so charming. And then to me, they were just like really downright like cruel because they had finally let that guard down. Libras can manipulate based on charm, and they tend to be very, very beautiful. So it's like you can really get lured in by them, and then a totally different side shows up. You know, charm and beauty can be manipulators. Cancer males are babies. Best part of a Cancer male is that they're meant to be this protective sort of influence. Yeah, I've had great experiences dating Cancers, although I should because I'm a Pisces. What the frick? We're supposed to be compatible. Cancer women, again, angels. Cancer men. And I had this idea, let me know if you'd be interested in a video. I've dated every sign, and I wanted to see if you guys would be interested on story times of dating each of the signs, because a lot of crazy things happened, and I feel like it's a good way to learn about the signs. So comment below if that's something that you would be interested in. Sag suns aren't that adventurous and exciting. Sometimes Sagittarians can be really chaotic if they're not really finding this broader vision that they contribute to. They're not satiating, they're kind of less for life. Like a stagnant Sagittarius will be someone who can create chaos in their interpersonal world because they just need the sense of like fun or excitement. So yeah, their adventurousness and their excitement can definitely manifest in some like toxic ways because they're just kind of looking for this experience of like purpose and like expanding forward, and it can manifest in some ungrounded or chaotic sort of ways. So yeah, they aren't necessarily always adventurous and exciting. Pisces season falls on the 19th and not the 20th. I actually knew someone in college who was a Pisces on February 19th, and she was like so devout about not being Aquarius. She was like, no, I'm a Pisces, it falls in Pisces season. The truth is, it changes every single year. Every single year. You need to look at your particular birth chart to know, and like, there could be a February 19th Pisces one year, then a February 19th Aquarius the next year. Like, it really depends on the year that the sun entered the portion of the sky that is Pisces. It's not like we just get these numbers and these dates out of nowhere. Like, it's an astrological event of where it goes. Kind of like talking with the makeup brush. It makes you feel a little bit more sassy when you say things. I don't like Leo Mars. They're mean. They're competitive as all hell. Oh my gosh. I knew Leo Mars, and like, they would not let anyone be better than them. They couldn't stand it. Like, even like things like love. Like, I remember I had a Leo Mars friend, and she was like, I need to be the best girlfriend that this person has ever dated. And I'm like, I did not realize it was competition. I really dislike stereotypical Leos. They're always overconfident for no reason. I have no problem with confident people, but when you're just confident based on nothing, it gets annoying. Fighting with a Leo is also impossible. They'll never admit they're wrong, just unrational. Yeah, so I had some time of not liking Leos. Like, I didn't like Leos. I found them to be really like conceited, all about themselves. And then I saw the light, because I really feel like Leos, it's not like they're like, oh my gosh, I'm the best person ever. They literally hype up other people as well as themselves. So it's not like they're always like, oh my God, I'm so great. They're also like, and you're great, and your hair looks good. You're freaking killing it. Like, they definitely hype up other people as much as they hype up themselves. And I found in the times, not saying this is the case for you, but I found in the times that I kind of pushed against Leos or didn't like Leos, it was the time that I was like hiding my own light. You know, like the Virgo part of my personality was like, oh, you've got to be humble. And like Leo's like, no, life is too short to be humble and to act like you're anything less than royalty. So I definitely came a long way from not liking Leos. And of course, we're composed of a lot of different energy and not just our sun sign. I didn't know why I was in an orange mood, and I just put on like kind of reddish lipstick. And if you look at my shirt, I think I was subconsciously like matching the shirt that I slept in last night, which is not what I'm wearing at all, but I'll just wear something orange. So friends, what do we think of this kind of different style of video? I had a lot of fun. Not great at makeup. This is like the final look. It looks more orange on camera than it looks in person, I promise. But yeah, that's hard. Honestly, I gotta give it up for the GRWM side of YouTube, because that is not easy to talk while you are doing your makeup, and I'm not very good at makeup. But you know, it was fun, and I loved these chit chat videos. If you have any ideas, please let me know. And until we meet again, drink lots of water and stay cosmic.